And welcome to sac-radio.com's new Simple Scanner interface. We've made this interface because the current advanced interface that we have is very powerful, especially at rewinding calls and hearing things from previous days, previous hours, rewinding, things like that. But it is a rather complex advanced scanner that sometimes is a little much for people. So in response, we have launched this simple scanner, which I'm going to go over today and show you the features of. And this actually has a proper app that you can download either in Apple or Android stores. And what you're going to do is you're going to put this address right up here. It's going to be http:// like this. You're going to put this in your Scanner app after you download it. The name of the app is RDIO Scanner. Again, you can find it in the Apple Store or in the Android Store. Go ahead and download the app, and it's going to ask you for your server. So for that, you're going to put this in. Also have this in a link down below. So you can just copy and paste this from the description in the video. There'll be a link there, so you can just copy and paste that in into your app, and there is no access code. You can just leave it blank. So to get started simply, and this looks identical basically in the app or on the website. So you can use either or. You can use the website or you can use the app. The app works really great, like I said, on mobile devices, iPads, tablets, phones, things like that. But to get started, basically, we just click live feed, and we are now instantly live. I'm going to go ahead and pause that so my audio doesn't get stepped on a whole lot, because it's Saturday night when I'm recording this, and Sacramento County is very, very busy. Anyway, so that's the first feature we'll go over, is the pause. So if at any time you would like to pause the live feed, click pause. What that will do, though, is you will notice that the calls will begin to queue, and that is this queue number up here. This is the number of audio calls that are waiting for you to listen to them. When you're on pause, they will stack up. Also, on very busy nights or very busy events going on in different cities, this may stack up even when you are unpaused, and you can get very far behind actual live because there is more than 60 seconds of audio being recorded in a 60-second period. So you can only listen to 60 seconds of audio in real time. So if there's more talking going on, i.e. multiple people talking simultaneously on different channels, then you are going to quickly fall behind live. So just be aware of that. If you would like to dump this queue and just start over, say you get behind, but multiple minutes, you're behind 20, 30 minutes, and you'd like to return to live, and this number's at like 200 or 300 or something like that, rather than clicking skip next 300 times trying to catch back up to live, you can just simply turn off the live feed. It's going to dump the queue. Whatever's in there, you can click it, turn it back on, and now you're back to actual live again, or at least as live as you can get. Let me unpause that. So again, now we're back to live with just 2 calls in the queue. If you'd like to skip something, you can just click skip, and it's going to move to the next item in the queue. If you'd like to rewind, you can just click this rewind. And it will rewind a few. Again, it's not going to rewind minutes, hours, or days. This replay lasts. You can just click it several times and it'll just kind of back up. So what you're hearing currently is going to be up here bolded, as well as some basic information, what channel, what frequency, talk group IDs, stuff like that. And the system time is up here, 21:53 currently. And these are the timestamps on the audio as well. So, and you can see, like I said, that queue is already starting to back up. So this system basically covers virtually everything that we could think of in Sacramento County with the exception of CHP, which we hope to add to the system before the end of the year. We really hope to have CHP Gold and CHP Black also integrated into this system. But I'm going to go over some features here really quick. This hold system button is not going to do you any good because the system is Sacramento County. So this system will not do anything for us because the way it's set up, everything is Sacramento County's system. So this button's not going to do anything for you. However, hold talk group is one that you may wish to click if you want to stop listening to everything else and just listen to what's currently on. So if I click hold talk group and then I unpause this, now I'm only going to hear Citrus Heights PD2 and nothing else. Not their PD1 channel, not their TAC channels, nothing. It is literally going to hold this talk group of Citrus Heights PD2, and we will not hear anything else. You can see that that's the number of items that are queued just for Citrus Heights PD2. So if we want to release that and start listening to everything again, we can uncheck that. Now it's going to start queuing up all calls in the queue again. So now we're starting to see Sac City, PD North, and things like that. So, but with the system being as large and as extensive as it is, you're probably not going to want to listen to everything. And I think you'd be crazy to even try. So one of the really cool features of this is you have a couple options. One, if there's a particular frequency that is bothering you, like it is a very busy frequency that you just don't want to listen to, that keeps popping up with traffic, is you can click the avoid button. So let's say I don't want to hear anything about Sac PD North for whatever reason. I can click avoid. So now the avoid flag turns on, and now when I unpause, any of the audio that it's going to play for me will not have that Sac PD channel in there again. It's going to avoid that. So that's kind of a cool feature. Now, I'm going to take you to the Talk Group Select, or Select TG, Select Talk Group. And this is where you can get really nitty gritty and listen to exactly what you want. So if we click this, this is the entire Sac County system. You will also notice everything is green because by default, everything is turned on automatically. However, we did tell the system that we did not want to listen to Sac City PD North. So that one has a red light on it because we told it we don't want to listen to that anymore. So we've selected avoid. So again, this is a ton of stuff to take in. So if we want to just listen to a few things, like let's say we live in Citrus Heights, so we just want to hear the Citrus Heights channels, we can come in here and just turn on the Citrus Heights PD1, PD2, TAC1, TAC2, TAC3, Detective channel, the Volunteer channel. So let's say we just want to listen to that. So everything else is red except these. We can click this arrow back here, which, by the way, if you're on a browser, don't use your browser back button. Make sure you use this little arrow right here. So we can click back, and now when we unpause this, it is only going to be playing the Citrus Heights frequencies. So anything from Citrus Heights forward, right now it's quiet, but those are the only things that we're going to be able to hear because those are the only talk groups that we have selected. So if we want to select some more items, feel free to turn on more. Let's say you wanted to listen to, what's a good one? Sac County Sheriff. That's a good one. So let's come in here and we are going to turn on Sac Sheriff, Main, Rancho, South, East, and North. So now we've got the four main sheriff channels turned on. We can come back in here, and again, anytime that those key up, they're going to be right here and selected, and you will be able to listen to those. They're actually really quiet right now, which is kind of surprising. But that's basically it. If you want to turn everything off, just click off. If you want to turn everything on, click on. And now this should start to be quite noisy here momentarily with everything turned back on. There we go. And stuff should probably begin to queue here really quickly. Because we have everything turned on. If you find stuff in here that is unlabeled, that is just because it is unknown what it is. So if you happen to listen to these numbered talk groups and figure out what they are, please send us an email and we can label them. Because once we know what they are, we can add a label to them with everything else, which will allow people to intelligently turn them on or off to see if it's something they want to listen to. But currently we don't know what these are. So things have keyed up on these channels, but that we have no idea what those channels are currently. So that is the system. Let us know if you have any questions or comments or anything like that. Also, the search call option right here is for rewinding, but honestly, this is a terrible interface. I would recommend using our advanced scanner if you want to rewind a significant amount of time. If you want to rewind 30 minutes or several hours or even several days, I would not recommend using this interface. I would use our advanced scanner, which we also have a video on how to use that advanced scanner and rewind days, weeks, or even months in some cases. So anyway, that is the sac-radio.com new simple interface. If you have the means, we ask that you do donate to the cause. Running these systems is very expensive on a daily basis. And they do have significant expenses tied to them. So drop us a donation. We have no advertisements on here. We have no sponsors or anything like that. So we run solely on donations. So please consider donating to us. And we hope you enjoy. Let us know if you have any questions. And thank you from sac-radio.com.